Storm Beryl update, June 29, 2024. Tropical Storm Beryl chugged toward the southeast Caribbean on Saturday and could strengthen into the year's first hurricane before reaching Barbados late Sunday. A hurricane watch was issued for Barbados as the island's meteorological service warned of flash flooding and power outages. Beryl is expected to strengthen into a Category 2 storm before reaching Barbados, with its center forecast to pass some 26 miles, 45 kilometers, south of the island, said Sabu Best, the Meteorological Services Director. On Saturday, Beryl was located about 890 miles, 1,435 kilometers, east-southeast of Barbados, with maximum sustained winds of 60 miles per hour, 95 kilometers per hour. It was moving west at 21 miles per hour, 33 kilometers per hour. "We need to be ready," Barbadian Prime Minister said in a public address late Friday. "You and I know when these things happen, it is better to plan for the worst and pray for the best." She noted that thousands of people are in Barbados for the 2020 World Cup cricket final, with India and South Africa playing in the capital, Bridgetown, on Saturday. Beryl is the second named storm in what is predicted to be a busy hurricane season, which runs from June 1st to November 30th in the Atlantic. Earlier this month, Tropical Storm Alberto came ashore in northeast Mexico with heavy rains. The development of a tropical storm this far east in the tropical Atlantic is uncommon, though not unprecedented. Only 5 named storms on record have formed in the tropical Atlantic east of the Caribbean. Of those, only 1 hurricane of record has formed east of the Caribbean in June.
Oho, przed chwilą upał. W sumie nadal jest 29 stopni, a zobaczcie co się dzieje. Ja pierdzie...
Mark Spence, manager of a hostel in Barbados, said in a phone interview that he was calm about the approaching storm. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration predicts the 2024 hurricane season is likely to be well above average, with between 17 and 25 named storms. The forecast calls for as many as 13 hurricanes and 4 major hurricanes. An average Atlantic hurricane season produces 14 named storms, 7 of them hurricanes and 3 major hurricanes. Beryl is expected to drop up to 6 inches, 15 centimeters, of rain in Barbados and nearby islands, and a high surf warning of waves up to 13 feet, 4 meters, was in effect. The storm is approaching the southeast Caribbean just days after the twin island nation of Trinidad and Tobago reported major flooding in the capital of Port of Spain as a result of an unrelated weather event. The Beryl, National Hurricane Center, NHC, has been tracking this system, formerly known as Tropical Depression 2, for development over the last few days. Satellite imagery on Friday indicated the system had gained enough organization to be classified as a tropical storm and is expected to become a hurricane by Saturday night or Sunday. At last report from the NHC, the cyclone had maximum sustained winds of at least 60 miles per hour. The cyclone will be classified as a hurricane once sustained wind speeds reach at least 74 miles per hour. Beryl is expected to become the first hurricane of the 2024 season, a statistic that usually isn't reached until August 11. On its forecast trajectory, islands such as Barbados, Grenada, St. Lucia, Martin Cay, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines will receive direct impacts from the storm. Tropical storm-force winds are likely along the affected islands by Sunday, with hurricane-force winds likely Sunday night or Monday morning, according to the NHC. Forecast models show winds reaching upwards of 100 miles per hour as the cyclone moves through some of the islands and potentially maxing out at nearly a Category 3 on the Saffir-Simpson scale while south of Puerto Rico. Typically, the atmospheric environment is unfavorable for intensification in this portion of the Atlantic Basin in late June. However, the overall atmospheric and oceanic conditions appear conducive for steady strengthening during the next few days, NHC forecasters stated. In addition to hurricane-force winds, torrential rains will drench the islands. Current forecast totals predict Beryl will bring 3 to 6 inches of rain across Barbados and the affected Windward Islands, producing localized flooding. A dangerous storm surge will raise water levels by as much as 2 to 4 feet above normal tide levels in areas of onshore flow in the Hurricane Watch area, the NHC said. Near the coast, the surge will be accompanied by large and destructive waves. Heavy swells from Beryl are likely to create life-threatening surf and rip currents along the island chain. The closest American territories to the storm are the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico, and neither is under a watch. The Forecast Center expects the main impacts to remain south of the islands. However, a passing band of showers cannot be ruled out. It is too soon to tell if the hurricane will ever threaten the continental U.S., but if it does, it will likely be in a different form.